Okay, here's part 2 of trying the Resiners Curing Machine. Okay, I've already mixed up some resin here, and I'm actually going to put some in a cup because I just guessed on this. So I'm just going to put, yeah, if I working on that pyramid, so if I have extra, I'm going to put it in there, and I need clear. So, all right, so I am going to use Michelle Shimmer, which is one of my favorite colors. So I'm going to take this out, get another stick, and you can see this one's almost gone, but there's still some in there. And I do have another one. This is one of my favorite colors. So I'm just going to take a dollop of that. And then I'm just going to mix this. Make sure we don't have no, stringies from the paste. So I want to mix this up really well. So we're going to mix this up. Okay. So I think I even left the directions in the other room, which I hope I can do this. Okay, I got something in here. So I've got something in here. Piece of resin. Okay. Nope, still there. This one's fighting me tooth and nail. So I got 3 random molds. This is a cross I'll be working on. And I'm going to be adding in these pieces into this cross. But we need to get the first layer done. I found a starfish mold that I've never used, so that fits in there. And then this is a shark's mold. There's different sharks in here. One of these, to me, I think could be a dolphin. So, but you could also, if you had even smaller ones, you could put something here, something little in here. So just to see how this works, which I want to know, I'm impatient. I want to see how it works out. We're just going to do these 3. Okay. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my cross. And all I'm doing here is just putting a base layer. You can make it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. Let me see how much I used here. Actually, I only used 1, 2, okay, 3 ounces, I think, on this. All right, so that looks good. I'm going to turn this so I don't have to keep sticking my head in the camera. That looks, oh no, see? I'm glad I turned it. Need more here. And using this dark color on the cross, I put sawtooth hangers on the back. You actually could demold this from the front side and put your sawtooth when it's almost done on the back. But when I'm doing these crosses and I'm doing like little seascapes, I want to work where I can see it. I hate working backwards. I just literally hate it, but sometimes on some pieces you have no other choice but to work backwards. Just like if you caught my video on my frog, you're working backwards with that. There's quite a few pieces. Okay, so that looks good. Now I have no idea how much resin this is going to take, but I'm going to fill this next. Like I said, I didn't even realize I even had this starfish. Okay. I'm going to turn this again. And I see it needs more. So I'm going to go in there, fill that up. I actually wanted to put some diamond stardust in this, and it's too late now. Too late now. Okay. I'm gonna get down, and that looks pretty good. Okay, and now we're gonna work on, I'm actually gonna put this right here. I hope I'm in, let me move this back. Believe it or not, I do have trouble filling this one because it is super shiny, and sometimes, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sharks on here, and sometimes I really can't tell. So I'm even going to try and put on my glasses, see if that helps. You know, you get older, you need the cheaters. Sometimes they help me, sometimes they don't. And honestly, they're not helping me, so I'm taking them off. So maybe you'll see what happens when I do this. So I'm just going to slowly add that in there. And go a little more. I got to get his tail. And when I start going, the tail gets so skinny. That's when usually I start pouring everywhere except where I'm supposed to. Wow. So I'm just gonna pat that down. And this is the one that I said could be a dolphin, I think. Even though this is a shark set. And I think I got this on Etsy. I can't think of the name of the person, but the first person I saw use it was Poxy Princess. That's who I saw, and I said, oh, that could be a dolphin. And I still say that could be a dolphin. Let me put a little bit more in here. Dribbling. Okay. Just going to pat that a little. I was going to pour it on that, but I know usually when I pour this mold, I'm not kidding you, it's normally a mess. And right now, I think I'm doing pretty darn good. Okay. So, this is the hammerhead shark. Oop, too fast. Slow down. I really like this mold though. If you're looking for sharks, if you're interested, let me know, and maybe I can find where I got it. I just don't know the name of her off the top of my head. And then we have another shark here. Oh my God, guys, I'm so proud of myself. I'm not kidding you. You should, I can't even believe I'm pouring this so neatly. I probably should keep my mouth shut because I'm not done pouring it. Got to get his tail, and it's really thin. Down in here, really thin. Actually, let me get a toothpick. I'm just going to push it down in here. You can see how this thin this is. But I do love these sharks. They come out so nice. I'm just going to put a little dribble right there. I think I need one more. And that looks pretty good to me. And I'm just going to wipe this up because it just bugs me. You don't have to do that. You know, it'll dry and peel off. But that's me. All right. That looks good. Now the rest of this blue, I'm going to put in the cross. So that worked out pretty. I'm going to tap this. That worked out pretty good. Oh, I kind of messed up right there. Moving that. Let me move this here. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of it right in here. So that little extra I poured to the side will go in my turtle pyramid. I need a little bit more clear before I can add my turtle. So this worked good. So like I said, I got 3 pieces on here. It's, you know, if you make jewelry and stuff from resin, you could put loads of jewelry on this and get it all done so much quicker. If it works, that's what I got to find out. And we're going to find out together. Because usually, you know, I might pour a piece and then got to wait till the next day. And this way I could do some more, get them done faster. All right, that looks good. I'm going to spritz this. I'm going to clean up right here. Okay, so I am going to, with my alcohol, I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what I was going to say. Okay, so, and before I take my gloves off, I'm going to drop, you can watch me do this. So, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers in here already. Where's my tape? But when I have leftover resin, then I'm starting to, I throw it in here. And since I have some, but I'm going to keep this down. I want to make sure I don't have no, you know, dust, because I don't have it covered, which I probably should, especially since where the turtle's going to be is going to be clear. So I just want to make sure I don't got a dog hair or human hair or anything. All right, so now I'm going to take the rest of this And I'm just going to pour that in there. Just like so. I can give you updates on this as I go, because the next step will be getting the turtle where I want it. And again, you're working upside down with this as well. Okay, so I'm going to spray that, and I'm going to take these gloves off. And give that 2 squirts. And I'm going to put this to the side. I'll put it back on this table here because this table is level. Alrighty. So, let me just check, make sure there's no bubbles. And I'm going to take a toothpick around, something's flying in here, around the edge here, so I don't have any bubbles hidden in there. Since this is going into the heat machine, that's another thing I want to see what it does with bubbles. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna, this one I know does get bubbles around. Okay, let's start this thing and see what happens. So, I'm gonna put the lid on this. And I'm going to plug it in. Okay, so I'm going to take it off from up above. Okay, all right, so we're going to hit the power button. It's set for 2 hours. You can hear it going. I don't know if you can see in there. There they are in there. So I will come back in 2 hours, which will be, it's 3:17, say 3:30, 5:30, and we'll see if this is cured in 2 hours. I'm just so excited to see if this works, guys. I'm just like a little kid on Christmas morning. So I don't know if any of you are like that, but I am. Okay, so again, I'll be back in 2 hours. We'll take the lid off and we'll check it out and see. I mean, 2 of the items will come out of the mold. I'm not taking, that's the first layer on the cross. Okay, guys, see you in 2 hours. Okay, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. If you saw on the photo, it goes to cool after the 20 minutes. And so it's actually a total of 2 hours and 20 minutes. All right, that's good. All right, it's still warm. All right, let's see. I don't see any bubbles on my lid. Almost fell off my table here. And there's the starfish. That come out really good. It's still just a little bit soft, but you know, as it sits, it'll harden. And let's try our little sharks. So I'm gonna, this is the one that I said I think it could be a dolphin. Does anybody else see it? Or do y'all think I'm crazy? Let's see. There we go. And there's the one that I said that could be a dolphin. Okay, even though it's a shark. Okay, let's get the hammerhead out. Just want to be careful because of the thin tails. And there's the hammerhead. Like I said, it's still just a little bit soft, but you know as it sits, it'll harden. It's not like I'm going to be shipping these out like in 10 minutes. So, and there's another one. I just think these are adorable. And the last one. And there it is. So, awesome. I'm going to tell you this is awesome. Now, obviously, I'm not taking this out because I'm going to, see now this is all hard. And I can add my pieces to it. Like so, which I'm going to, I still got to put some sand and some shells in it. And then put this in it yet. And then I'll pour clear on it. But when I go to do that, which I'll probably do tomorrow, I just wanted to see how this went. So what's nice is I can start this piece right now, where normally I had to wait till, 4 to 6 hours or tomorrow. So awesome. If you're on the fence about it, I'd get it. I love it. I'm telling you now, I love it. Okay, guys, so that's my review on the Resiners G3 Curing Machine. I'd give it 5 stars. Okay, you guys have a great evening, and maybe maybe we'll get this finished tomorrow, and maybe I'll come up with something else. Okay, bye. Have a good night.